Okay, now let's paint all together this lively dinosaur. So I'm on background layer. Let's just grab this bluish color, and then I wanna add the shade somewhere here. Then make it tiny bit smaller. As you see, part of the head of dinosaur will not be covered with our background color. Like that. If you want to adjust some of the parts, you can just press Liquify tool and just move the edges to some part that is comfortable for you. Like that. Okay, my next step will be go to paint here layer. It's, by the way, background color will be multiply. So paint here layer, which is normal, and then I'm gonna go and grab greenish color, a little bit brighter, and here you can grab Blue Watery or Blue Dry. I will grab Blue Watery because I used Blue Dry brush in my previous tutorial. Let's turn off the background color for a while. This brush is very gentle, watery, as what we see from the name. It's perfect base brush, I think. Sometimes if I want to add texture, I would choose another brushes. This one is pretty stable. As you see here, I went beyond the lines. I can go with multiply, move the size till 45%, and move it to the line of the sketch. Now let me show you how I will change the color of a belly. I will go with selection tool, freehand, and I'm gonna select the belly this way, like that. Then go to adjustments, press hue, saturation and brightness, and here I can experiment and see which color you might like. Oh, I like this color. Then I will duplicate paint here layer, and now it's pretty very bright. And then let's go to our orange color, create one more layer, because later I want to duplicate it. Have the same brush. This watery brush has some dark edge lines sometimes. Liquify, lower the size, like that, and erase overlappings. The same, I will duplicate it, make it more vibrant, merge together and merge together with paint here layer. Now about this pink color, you can use the same technique, or I'll show you another way what else you can do. I'm gonna use another brush lately, and I'll show you how to change that. Okay, as you see, we still have some of the buttons, so I'll create one more layer above. I'll go with bluish shade, and then I will go with Blue Dry ink brush. And carefully, this brush is pretty opaque. It's not that semi-transparent. That's why it's pretty comfortable to use. You can leave the pencil from the screen, it's fine. Okay, and to my mind it's a little bit too bright, so in this case I will go to hue, saturation and brightness, desaturate it and make it a little bit brighter. Like that. And now I wanna go to the, let me see a little bit darker shade. I will go with this line. Now let's just color eye, like that. And go with pink color, increase the size, and just add color to this pink area, like cheek area, like that. So like I said, it's pretty comfortable to use this brush. Okay, now let's merge everything together. Let's go to shade layer and press clip and mask. So now And it's, as you see, it's multiply blend in layer mode. Let's go to the shading layer and then let's add some shades. I will go to Boot Transparent brush first. Actually, we have so many options. We can grab Boot Gradient for soft shades. Okay, let's try this one because in my previous tutorial I used transparent. Okay. Now let's go to a little bit darker green color. I like it. It gives you very natural feeling. If you went beyond the line, my suggestion, erase overlappings. As a eraser, I will use Boo Scratchy Blender. So you can experiment and you can use blenders as erasers and erasers as blenders. Okay, let's go to shader. Now let's go to orange color. More shades here. And if you think this is not too bright, later I'll show you the way how you can exaggerate the shade if you wanna keep adding, like keep having soft shades and at the same time have an opportunity to control it, to make it more vibrant, less vibrant. Just give me a little bit time, I'll show you. Okay. Orange color, more to reddish shade. And then you can go to curves. Like that. I'm gonna keep it this way, and now let's go to another shading layer, the new one. And here I will go with Boot Transparent brush. This one. It's in adding shades part. And I will go with this greenish shade. So now let me add some like dots to our dinosaur. And like that. Okay, so we've done with Boot Transparent shade. Additionally, if you still want, you can add more shades. Our soft shade. Because I think in an area where we have two objects next to each other, the shade will be a little bit more vibrant. So I just want to show it. And orange color here. As you see, I don't follow exactly the reference picture that we have because mostly we need this reference for colors. Okay, and then you can lower the opacity, make it more vibrant, less vibrant, whatever you like. I want to keep it a little bit less vibrant, but I want to exaggerate the color of the dots. So in this case, I will go grab freehand and select our area with dots like this. Press add and then curves, and here I can just play with the intensity like that. Okay, happy with the results. Duplicate the shades layer. One shading layer I will place above the background layer, as you see, because we're gonna have some texture. And the last one, I will use Boot Toothy and Textured brush. This is Toothy and Blotting Visage, also good. This one, Boot Toothy and Textured brush. Let me think. A little bit darker. And here, that's where the magic starts. Like that. Orange color. Like that. Okay. So now here you can stay with multiply because this is wet brush. So it's a little bit not that vibrant, but if you play with blend and layer mode, they can add you more color variations. Okay, I already made my choice, so linear burn is a good choice for me. Color burn is a little bit brighter, but I like linear burn a little bit more. I'll make it tiny bit lower, and I think in this area it's a little bit too sharp, so I'm gonna use Boost Sapphire blender and blend this part. Also erase area around my cheek. I don't want it to be too, like that, too dark in this area. Okay, now let's turn off our background color. And you see in some areas we have tiny bit of overlappings. In this case, my suggestion, let's duplicate our dinosaur layer and go to lower layer, and same what we did in previous tutorial, let's just increase the brightness all the way up, and now it's super bright. And let's merge together, and you see that the shadings are also pretty bright too. And same, like I told you, we will go to the shades layer, and they will be underneath of our dinosaur. And I will go with Bluetooth and wet, textured wet. And here I just want to show here and there some texture on the paper, like that. And it's too vibrant as for me, so I'm gonna lower the opacity tiny bit. And then I will go with darker shade, not same brush. Let's go to Wood Dry Opal brush, because it's pretty soft and it also gives you pretty decent color. So I decided to add some shade here. So we don't need our reference picture. Turn it off and let's place our dinosaur right in the center. Here. So now we can call this piece finished.